Hey guys, and welcome to another update of the Animal Behavior Kit. This is going to be a really short video, but I did want to showcase some of the custom animations that I've included in the kit. As you know, all of these animals that I'm including as part of the project are merely for showcase purposes. I've gone through all of the Epic's free projects, and I've gathered some of the animals that I could, and a lot of those animals come with animations, right? So animals like this bear, for example, and the spider are coming from one of the sample projects from Epic that they're giving away for free from one of their mobile games. And this deer, actually, the doe and the buck that I'm using are both coming from the open world demo, kite demo, from a few years ago. So I'm pretty much using what I can, right, based on what I found for free, simply because I'm not very good at modeling, and especially I'm not very good at, animating. So I've used what I've had, right? But the deer specifically, they didn't really come with any animations except the walking animation, right? So unfortunately, when the deer are resting, sleeping at night, or when they're attacking you if you want them to attack you, or when they're eating or drinking, there is simply no animation for it, unlike somebody like the spider or the bear, and they come with several attack animations, and then you can actually do something with it. So I decided to try my hand and create some animations in Blender for those three animals, to include animations for sleeping and drinking, for example. And I just wanted to show you some of those custom animations today. So specifically for the doe and the buck, I've actually had to recreate all of the animations. So now, if for some reason you wanted this guy to attack you, before there was no animation, and now you have this animation montage, which is the deer just kind of bobbing his head quickly and attacking you. And there's an animation, let me just stop it here. There's a little anim notify here, melee damage, exactly when the where's here, when the head reaches this position, that's when it does damage to you. You have other things like eating, and in this case it's going to be the same animation for eating and drinking, and it goes on a loop because obviously it's supposed to go down, eat something, and come back up, right? You have when you actually hit the deer, in this case, he recoils his head back a little bit, and his feet come off the ground. Every single time you hit him, it just goes and recoils back. And the sleeping animation, which puts him in this little weird position. I tried to look for pictures online on how deer actually sit, but this is kind of the way I was able to do it. So again, the quality of the animations is really poor. So this isn't meant to be, an animation pack. I still want you guys to buy a proper animal pack from the marketplace, or if you can do it yourself, right? Which actually include really nice animations. But when you open this, the project out of the box, I did want to have some animations. So just consider these animations as a bonus and as a showcase of where you would put your real animations when the time comes. So just for testing purposes, I have this buck, this bear, and this spider. All of them are going to come to this area here to rest at night. So as soon as I hit play, the day-night cycle will immediately hit 8 o'clock at night, which will trigger them to go to their nearest resting place and quote-unquote sleep. So I'm going to hit play here, and you can see that they are coming, and this guy already went to sleep, and look at the spider and look at the bear. So they're going to remain sleeping here all night until the next morning, and you can see that they're basically not moving at this point. And here's the animation for the spider, and here's the animation for the bear. It's just laying there on the floor without moving. Again, if you have better animations, you can replace it with your own animation montage, but this is just the point to showcase that they are actually resting. So very soon here, the sun's gonna come up, and then they're gonna, after the sun comes up, after the day starts, they're going to get up. There you go, sun's coming, and go about their day, hopefully. There you go. So that's just an example of how you can use those animations. And again, very bad quality, but at least it is showcasing what's possible with the kit. So feel free to use those, export them to Blender, make them a lot better, and obviously do what you need to do to make your game look good. That's pretty much the main thing I wanted to show. I did want to show something else, and again, this is super early, but I know I keep saying that the replication thing is coming, and I haven't shown anything for like a month, because really there isn't that much to show, but I did want to show you kind of where this is going, right? So if I change the game to 2 players here, and I go into the new editor window, notice that now we have 2 players. The one on the left is the server, and the one here on the right is the client. And you can see that animals are replicated. When I'm crouching here, it's replicated as well. When I'm shooting, things are replicated. When I'm changing colors, things are replicated as well. So most of the stuff is already replicated as far as the movement. This is the client, and you can see that the birds on top, their movement is being replicated. The ground animal movement is also replicated, and if I come all the way here, the fish are also being replicated. In this case, they're just kind of waiting for the trigger there for the AI director. But everything is pretty much almost there. There's a list of bugs that I have where I have to, you know, kind of nail this down, but I am about 70% done with replication, which is really, really good. That was the hardest part. Even getting something like the animations to replicate from client to server, I just figured this out literally just 2 days ago. So things are going well. I'm really happy with how things are turning out. And again, you can see there in this case, I haven't finished the replication, right? So in the client, this guy is still sleeping, even though he's moving. And on the server, you can tell that the animation is playing correctly, right? So you can see there's still things that are not being replicated correctly. So again, still a lot of little bugs here and there that I need to fix, but it is coming along. And again, the goal is to have this multiplayer ready out of the box from day one. That was a big mistake I made with the arcade space shooter template. I know a lot of people were asking for multiplayer support, so I don't want to make the same mistake here. So I am learning as I go, but trust me, the wait will be worth it, because a lot of people want to have this kit for, you know, MMORPGs or online RPGs or adventure games or whatever. So hopefully you'll literally just buy the kit, set it up in your game, and it's going to be already multiplayer ready. So that's it. That's all I wanted to show today. Hopefully you like where this is going. Let me know what you think about the custom animations and the replication stuff. I'm hoping that, you know, in a couple more weeks I can iron out the rest of the stuff, and then I can begin polishing the code and documenting the code, and then I am going to be ready to submit. So yeah, really happy where I am today and where this is going. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Thanks a lot.